India, Mumbai. I want to give 20% 25% discount. Similarly, if it is Pakistan, Hyderabad, I am giving 5% discount. Pakistan, Lahore, 10% discount. US, Virginia, 15% discount. Like this, I give discount. Now in my program, I have to put some conditions. To calculate the discount, I have to put some conditions. Which one will you prefer? Will you prefer if conditions or case statement? Will you prefer if conditions or case
Case,
statement?
case statement.
Now, how will you write the case statement for this? Case, case, how many variables you have to validate?
Two variables.
Country,
City.
city, and case. Now, slash and SC38. C test. Some name I'm taking some program. I'm taking some inputs. Parameters p underscore country of 10 type C. P underscore city of 10 type C. Case P underscore country and P underscore city and case. Check the syntax. So what you are saying? A dot is expected of the country. That means it is expecting that I should end it here only. So with the case statements, I cannot give two parameters in the input. I can give either country or city, but not both. I cannot give both. If I cannot give both, how can I write the case statement? So case has restrictions. Case can validate single fields only. Wherever you are validating single fields, in the last class we are validating the choice. Choice is a single field. So if you want to give discount based on only country, I can do it. But if I want to give discount based on country and city combinations, so my case statement cannot accommodate combinations. So wherever we have to validate combinations, we have to use if else statements only. So can I write every program with case statement?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So this is the judgment what the developer has to take. Every requirement, even case is faster. Every requirement then cannot be done with a case statement. So some cases we have to use if else also. So whenever the requirement comes, understand the requirement, the client's requirement. Shall I validate a single field or shall I validate multiple fields? Wherever multiple fields are there, I cannot go for case statement. I have to use if statement only. So try to use as minimum ifs as possible. Now, so building blocks of any programming. So building blocks of any programming are: first one, conditional constructs. Second one, looping constructs. Conditional constructs, looping constructs. Conditional constructs we have already seen. if condition. We have seen case statement. So in SAP we have if and case. Why we call this as building blocks? Because without these blocks, not the simple rule, without bricks we cannot construct a house. So using the bricks we are constructing the house. Similarly, using these bricks, if conditions, case statements, loop statements, we will build a program. So to build a big program, we require these loops. In SAP, we have do loop, we have while loop, we have loop and loop, loop and loop. So do and do, while and while and while, loop and loop. So we have to use this regularly. This is the easiest of all, and in 95 99% programs we use this only. So now in the future we'll always use this only. So as of today's class I won't concentrate on this. I will concentrate on only on these two, today and tomorrow. Once the main program starts we will use this one. So we don't use this regularly, but still we should know whatever is there in SAP. So looping constructs to do repetitive tasks. We use looping constructs. Now I want a table to table. So simply I can do it like this: 2 into 1, 2 into 1 equal to 2. Right, in a new line, in a new line at 10. 2 into 1 is equal to 2 at 10. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Right, at 10. 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Like this I can write it. So now this program, if I execute it, activate. I will get the output to table. So this type of programs are called as specific programs. Specific. That means if you want 2 table, I can use this program. That's it. If I want 3 table, again I have to write one more program. If I want 4 table, I have to write one more program. If I want 5 table, I want one more program. Simple concept. If you go to your website, any website, to book a flight tickets, whether you want to book from Hyderabad to Bangalore, Bangalore to Mumbai, Mumbai to US to somewhere else, we don't have separate sites. One site for everything. Generalize, where the user will enter the input. Based on the input, my program will behave. But here, these programs are specific. Don't try to write specific programs. If you are writing specific programs, you have to write many programs. So try to write a generic program which will be useful for multiple cases. So I want a program which can be used for multiple purposes. Example, I want a one program only which can generate any table. Any table. So now one way of doing it is, as of now I'm taking one variable v underscore var1 type integer. So I'm taking integer because we won't have 2.1 table, 2.2 table, 2.3 tables. It will be 2 table, 3 table, 4 tables. So I'm taking a rounding value integer. If you want decimal tables, you can take decimal value. So now I'm saying that Do 12 times and do. Repeat 12 times. What to repeat? What to repeat? Repeat. Now I am putting v underscore. I'll take one more variable data count. V underscore count. Type integer. Now I will say write v underscore variable 1 is equal to 2. I have fixed the value. I have fixed the value to 2. So now in variable 1 I will have 2. So now write v underscore variable 1. Write into. Write v underscore count. V underscore count. Write equal to. Write v underscore result. So I have to declare one more variable result. V underscore result. Type I. Check the syntax. Right now the program is not over. I am just using some write statements. So now when I use write statements, follow this carefully. I am not using forward slash. I am not using any forward slash. Nowhere I use forward slash. So what happens whenever you are executing a program? Don't execute it directly. First check whether your program is correct or wrong. So now if I take this case v underscore var1, I have kept it as 2. Variable 1 is kept it as 2. I have fixed it. Now count, I have declared the variable. I declared the variable, but nowhere I am setting the value. Result, I declared the variable. So whenever you declare any integer variable, it will have 0 in it. Default value for integer is 0. V underscore result, default value is 0. So default values for integer variable is 0. And whenever you write anything, the cursor will be there in the leftmost corner. So the cursor is there in the leftmost corner. Now I am saying write var1, variable 1. What is there in variable 1? 2. So it is a write justified. So it will be writing something like this. Integer variables are write justified. So it will write 2. Then you are saying write into. So it will give a space and it will write into. Then you are saying write v count. V count is 0. It will write 0. Then it will write equal 0. Then it will write equal to. Then it will write 0. 2 into 0 equal to 0. Still the cursor is there in the first line. So first time the program is executing all the three. The first time the program is executing all these lines. Now again it come to the second time because you said do 12 times, repeat 12 times. What to repeat? Whatever is there in this, repeat 12 times. So what it'll do? It will try to repeat this once again, once again, repeat this once again, repeat this once again. So it will write side by side, side by side, side by side. Once the page end comes, once the page end comes, see here, half it is writing here, half in the next line. Like this, it will repeat 12 times. 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0. So check the syntax, check the syntax, activate, understand what you are doing, execute. So see here 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0. Once the page end comes, automatically it going to the next line. And if there is no end of the page, it will go till the end. It will keep on printing it. But I don't want this like this. I want every time in a new line. So every time I'm putting the first variable in a new line at 10th position. Every time I am putting the variable in the 10th position. So if this is the 10th position, every time I will get the data like this. Forward slash, forward slash, forward slash, forward slash, forward slash, forward slash. So I will get the output somewhat like this. So I just added one variable /10. Check the syntax. Activate. Execute. So 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 12 times. 12 times I'm getting. So now I want this to be incremented every time. I want this to be incremented every time. So what I am doing, I am incrementing. Add 1 to v underscore count. Add 1 to v underscore count. Now if I execute this program, can anyone tell what will be the output? Can anyone tell what will be the output?
2 into
Uh,
0 equal to 0,
2
2 into 1 equal to 2.
equals to 0, sir. 2 into 0 equals to
equal
0 again.
to 0 and
I
result value is 0.
No,
Now
because we did not define the formula.
where we are defining formula, where we are
Mm,
multiplying, how can you say 2 into 1 equal to 2? Your brain is assuming something. Program don't execute your brain. Program will execute what is there in the code. So where you have set result is equal to somewhere. So result will be always 0 only. So how can you set 2 into 0 into 0, 2 into 1 equal to 2? So people should, first thing you should understand is observation. You are not observing carefully. So here we will get every time 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 only. Is it correct? So
No,
somewhere we have to keep the formula. So I'm putting the formula. V underscore result is equal to V underscore count. V underscore variable 1 into V underscore count. Now if I execute this code, what will be the output?
it will be two tables until 2 into 11 equals to 0.
So 2 into 0 equal to 0, 2 into 1 equal to 2, 2 into 2 equal to 4. Like this you will get till 11.
yes, sir.
Sure. लॉक कर दें. 2 into 11 equal to 22.
add 1 to v count.
I'm adding 1 to v count. I'm adding 1 to v count. It's there in 22nd line. So is the output correct?
Yes, sir.
So you people have not understood dry run. Your people have not understood.
No, sir.
Your people have not understood how a multiplication works. Now let's see this. If you can't analyze it, take a pen and a paper. First rule 1. Never be in a hurry to answer. Take your time and reconfirm and then answer. When I declare a variable, when I declare a variable, these three variables will have which value? What value it will have?
0, sir.
Zero value.
Whenever we declare any, whenever we declare any field of type integer, variable 1 will have 0. Variable 2 will have 0. Take a pen and a paper, and variable count will have 0. Variable result will have 0. So now I am saying here do 12 times. Do 12 times. So how many times the program these lines will execute?
12 times.
So for sure the program will execute 12 times. So this is my code. So this is my code. The program will definitely execute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11, 12. So now, for the first time, for the first time, output. So when I am writing for the first time the program is coming here. What by the time I come here, I am setting variable 1 to 2. I am setting variable 1 to 2. So now what will happen? Variable 1 is set to 2. Now I am changing the variable 1 value anywhere else. Am I am I changing variable 1 value anywhere else?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
So throughout the program, its value will be 2 only.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, by the time I am writing this count, by the first time I am coming to the count, what will be the value of count?
0.
Zero.
0.
0. The value of the count is 0. Sorry, the value of the count is 0. Now, by the time I come to the result, what will be the value?
Zero.
0.
0.
2 into 0 into 0.
2 into 0, 0. So result is 0. Result is 0. Okay. Then what I am doing immediately?
Increment count
Count.
by 1.
Incrementing the count. So I am incrementing the count by 1. So it will become 1. In the first loop only, it will become 1. Okay. So now write equal to result. So first I am writing variable 1. When I am writing variable 1, it has 2 in it. So my output will be 2. My output will be 2. Then by the time I am writing x fixed value, I am writing x. First I am writing the value and then incrementing it. While writing it was 0. So while writing it is 0. 2 into 0 equal to
0.
0. I will get 0. 2 into equal to 0. But immediately it will become 1. By the time it comes to the next loop, the value is in the starting it is 1. In the starting it is 1. After multiplying, what it is becoming?
2 into 1 equal to
So the result is 2 into 1 equal to 2. So the value is 2 into 1 equal to 2. 2 into 1, 2. So what it will write? It will write 2 into 1 equal to 2. Like this 12 times it will write. But my intention is I want the table from 2 into not 0, 2 into 1. I want it from 2 into 1 equal to 2 to 2 into 12. So my program is wrong. Somewhere it is wrong. Now I am doing a small mistake once again. What I am doing is first I am multiplying everything. First I am multiplying v underscore result is equal to var1 into count. Now I am writing all in one shot. I am writing like this. Write write variable 1 write into variable count equal to result. If I execute this program, what will be the output? If I execute this program 12 times, what will be the output?
in first loop it will get 2 into 1 and equal to
Sure. 2 into 1,
Uh,
Zero,
Wrong.
zero.
2 into 0.
it will
Yeah,
have
it
2
is
into 1 0 or
no
2
no
to 1 equal.
2,
0.
2 into 0
0.
equals yes
This 2 is fixed. Here it will have 0 or 1.
1, sir. 1.
0
Its
1.
result is
Zero.
Here
0.
0. So if you
0
see, the result, I am multiplying 2 into 0. So result will have 0. I am incrementing the count. So the count value became 1 here. Count value became 1 here for the first time. Then I am writing the data. So variable 1 is having 2, count is having 1, result is having 0. So the output will be 2 into 1 equal to 0. For the next time, 2 into 2
2.
equal to
Equal to 2.
2. So some people will do the mistakes like this. The program is syntactically correct. The program is syntactically correct, but logically it is wrong. So people will start saying, sir, I'm writing the program correctly, sir, but I am not getting the output, sir. So first way, dry run and test your code. If this is my code, first time what is happening, second time what is happening, third time what is happening, like this, put it on a paper. What you have expected now, the program will show 2 into 12 till result will be 22. Like this it will show, which is a wrong thing. So if I execute this, so 2 into 1 0, 2 into 2 2, 2 into 3 is 4. So is it correct?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Apple. So now debug. Debug. Debugger switch to classical debugger. When I declare a variable v underscore var1, v underscore count, v underscore result. But v underscore var1 I kept it to 2, so it became 2. By the time it came to the do statement, remaining count and result is 0. So F5, execute one line. Result is equal to variable 1. Variable 1 is having 2, count is having 0, 2 into 0. So result is 0. Result is 0. Add 1 to count. I am adding 1 to count. So immediately count became 1. Now I am writing all. So write 2, write into, write 1 equal to 0. It is writing wrong data. So if I see in the starting loop only, I observed that something is wrong. So I found the mistake. What is a mistake? So I need not execute further. Simply click F8, the program will come out. Go back and correct it. So adding 1 to the count, where we are
Default.
adding 1 to the count. If I do this here, where you are placing the keyword is also very, very crucial. If you have to place the keyword in the correct place, else your program will go wrong. So now if I execute this code, the program will be perfect. Now I am removing a breakpoint, execute. So, but this program will only work for two table. Now what I am doing is I am removing this variable one and I am declaring this variable one as parameters.
Parameter.
Activate. So now the user will enter the value. The user will enter the value, which table he wants. Execute. 5. Execute. 5 table. 17. 17 table. So this type of programs are called as generic programs. This works for any case. Now one user want a table till 24. One user want a table till 24. But my program is working only till 12. One more user want a table till 36, 2 into 36. So what I can do is I can take this value also as a variable. This value also as a variable. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to take parameters, some variable v underscore count, type integer. Now whatever the user enters, now parameters we are naming it as p underscore. So better follow the naming conventions, p underscore. So now I don't declare this here. So now do do these many times. Do these many times. What to do? Every time add 1 to the count. Multiply the variable into the count. Write the variable, write the count. That's it. Check the syntax. Activate. Execute. The user entered 2, the user entered 36. So now 36. Now I'll get a 2 table till 36. Okay, sorry, here we have done something wrong. So here we have 36, so the program is, we are writing wrong data. We have to require one more table. Do so many times v underscore count, type integer, every time add 1 to count. So this is the one. So for the first time count is 1, second time count is 2, third time count is 3. How many times it will do? It will do 36 times. It will multiply 36 times. This process should be run 36 times. Activate. Execute. Execute. So I want 5 table 36 times. Execute. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, like this. If you see, you will see 36 times. So now dynamically this program works for any table till any length. So we call this as a generic program. So take the inputs from the user and try to build the program. It will be easy. So now I need not create 4, 5, 6 programs. Single program for all purpose. Multi-purpose programs are called as generic programs. Looping will make you to write generic programs. Now keep this program as it is. Coming to program report. To now, if you see this report number 2, here we have kept some lines. How many lines we have kept here?
5 lines.
5 lines. Always I kept a 5 lines. But can you give guarantee that the user will always write only buy only 5 items?
No, sir. It can be dynamic.
It can be dynamic. It can be more. If it is more, my program won't work. If it is 5 only, my program will work. Just on day one, I don't want to confuse you, so I have taken fixed lines. But now I want dynamic lines. So what I am doing, I am copying this two program as it is. Two program, just copy the two program. This is a copy symbol. Copy the two program as it is. Two, I think we have already done 12, 13, 14. Copy. I am copying the entire program. Change. Now I am taking one number. Data v underscore num of length 3. Type n numeric. Now I am coming to this data. I am removing this lines. I will keep the headings and removing all the lines. I kept only one line. Kept only one line. Right now only one line. So what I will do now? Do 10 times. Do 10 times. Add 1 to v underscore num. Whatever I have taken. So whichever variable I have taken, this one, every time adding num to it, number to it. And in between this 10, I am saying write v underscore num and do. So I am saying that do this part 10 times. Now later, how to get this number dynamically, we'll see. Suppose if the user is, we will take here also as a number, we'll take here also as a number. If the user if user buys 10 items, it will be 10. If the user buys 20 items, it will be 20. So how to get that value dynamically, we'll see later. As of now, I'm putting 10 times. So now whatever is there in between this, it will execute 10 times. Activate. Execute. Execute. So serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 10. Suppose I want 100 times. I will simply say do 100 times. This I will change dynamically. Activate. So to do repetitive operations. Inside this do, we will do the select statements. Select the data. Every time we will select a new data and we will print it. So if I execute this, 1 to 100 items. So all the items will get it. So loop statements are very crucial to write dynamic programs. So whenever you are doing anything repetitively, we use do statements. But in the starting only, if you do this type of programs, you will get confused. So to avoid the confusion, we are starting with a simple two table programs. If you have not understood what I did in report number 14, don't worry. You will see this once again later. Just I am showing you that to write this type of programs, do statement will be useful. But try to understand your report number 30, that is this one, table program. So I have specifying do these many times. So do statement syntax is very simple. Do n times. Whatever you do it inside this, whatever you do inside this, will repeat that many times. Now I am opening one more program. Some program I am taking. Do 10 times. Write in a at 5, hello, and do. If you execute this code, what will be the output?
Hello will become side by side, sir.
So Sai
In
Kumar,
one
you have
line,
not
same thing.
No, sir, 10
Sai
times.
Sai Kumar
Ten
Anjali,
times.
you have not understood. You have not understood how the right statement works. Forget about do. You have not understood how the right statement works. Example. Forget about the loop. Forget
Oh,
about the
right. It
loop.
will be
If I say at 5, write at 5, hello, write 5, hello, 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 hello. Like this 10 times I have written. 10 times I have written. How many
it's
times you will see
override,
in
sir.
the output?
One time.
One
One
time,
time.
sir. One time.
Yes, sir.
So even though the program is executing these many times, you will see only one hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes,
same
sir.
thing. The same thing I am
Yes,
doing
sir.
inside the loop. I am saying that instead of writing these many times, I am saying inside the loop, do these many times. So that many times it will overwrite because I am not using forward slash. If I don't use forward slash, dry run, what will happen? Your cursor is there here. It will take to 5 characters. It will write hello. Now the cursor is there in the same line. Again it will come to fifth character. Again it will write hello. Again it will come to the fifth character. Again it will write hello. Overwrites. Check the syntax. Check the syntax. Activate. Execute. So while using the loops, you should be very careful. If you don't put one forward slash, if you forgot to put a forward slash. So now I'm seeing only one hello. But let's see how many times the program is executing. Breakpoint. Execute. Debugger switch to classical debugger. For the first time, F5. First time. second time, third time, fourth time. Like this in the background, the system will count 10 times and it will execute only exactly 10 times. It won't execute more than that. So once all the 10 times is over, the program will come out. But even though you are writing multiple times, even though you are writing multiple times, if you see the output, you will see only one, it is overwritten. But the same output will change if I don't give this. If I don't give this, I will get 10 hellos side by side. I will get 10 hellos side by side. Execute. If you want to debug, click F5 or F8. So hello, 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 side by side. Now, if I use /5, the output will be different. So in the interview, when you come for the interview, you'll ask this type of small, small, small programs to confuse you. Your observation should be sharp. Your mind should be active. For a developer, these two are the qualities what we see. Your observation, your presence of mind. That's it. Remaining, whether you are ugly, whether you are beautiful, does not matter to us. Now, in real time, not recently, just 2 years back, in my company, we had some freshers drive. Only company employees should refer. That means in my company, whoever employees are there, they can refer. Only employee referral. So we expected some 1,000 profiles because roughly some 100 people are there in the project. So all the 100 people will refer. So we expect 1,000 profiles. But we got nearly 50,000 plus profiles. Friends profiles. Out of that 50,000 profiles, there are more than 50 people who have done SAP certification. SAP certified. They have done they have paid 3 lakhs and done the certification and got the certificates. All are freshers only, freshers drive. So now 50,000 profiles, out of which 50 plus people are having SAP certification. But we don't see certificates because certificates will only give you the theory knowledge. We don't think that with a theory you will get a job. So we want to call for the interview for everyone, but the condition is for 50,000 people we cannot do the interview. My office cannot accommodate. So at the maximum I can do it for 1,000 people. So out of that 50,000 people we want to eliminate. So my company has one criteria. Whoever is getting more than 65,000, 65% only are eligible for fresher. Whoever is having more than 65% are only eligible for freshers. So now we kept a target of 75. We have increased to 75 and shortlisted the profile. All the 50,000 people got more than 75%. These days, if you ask any school student what is your percentage, they will say very less percentage I got. What is the percentage? 97, 98. 97, 98 is less percentage for them. So all the profiles are 80 plus percentage only. But somehow we have called this. We decided that okay, let's call thousand people one day. So we have scheduled first 1,000 people written exam, second 1,000 people written exam. So out of those 1,000 people, we have kept a target of 80%. 80%. So first round of interview like this, when we filter, we nearly got 1,000 people from 50,000. First level of the interview, 1,000 people. Again, we have kept one more exam by giving small programs. We didn't ask to write a program. We just asked you to write the logic. Already people have done ABAP completely. So you can write a small programs. Like this we filtered. By the time we hired the people, we have taken 10 people. None of them has done certification. The people who have done certification got eliminated in the first round only. Theory is completely different. Practical is completely different. I have not done any certification till now. I don't have any certification. First rule. Second rule, my education background is not computers background, physics, electronics background, maths, physics, electronics. I don't have computer subject. But from past 16 years, I am working in this software ABAP field, 16 plus years. My colleague has three certifications. Three certifications. He is 5 years experienced than me. More. 5 years more experience than me. He's more senior. He has done three certifications: ABAP certification, HANA certification, UI5 certification. But his salary is not even half to me. His salary is not even half to me. Remember one thing, in software, only first while entering as a fresher, when you enter a company, there only they will see your certificates. After that, your ABAP subject, if you go for Java subject, if you go for ABAP certificate is important. My degree percentage is 59%. My degree percentage is 59%. So imagine how I study. It's a second class, not even first class. So forget about your past. What is your past? No one matters. From today, how much you are working for the next 4 months matters. If you are going out of India for job, like Dubai, Middle East, etc., there they will see the certificates also. But working for in India, you don't require any certificates, only your subject. When you come for the interview, we'll ask some questions, we'll test your knowledge. If we feel that okay, this guy is okay, he's having 30 to 40%. 30 to 40% we are expecting from a fresher. Okay, 30 to 40% will take it. As experience grows, that will increase. So don't try to grab everything in one shot. Just stick to the topics what we are covering. If you plan properly, ABAP, not only ABAP, any programming is easy. But simply coming to the class and going won't give you anything. So every program you have to do the dry run first. If this is the program my machine is executing, what output will give line by line? First time what is happening, second time what is happening, third time what is happening. Predict the output and write it on a paper and then execute it. What you are predicting, the output should give the same. If the output is different, you predicted something else. That means you have not understood this concept. Right? How the right is working, you don't know. That's what we'll say. You know only the syntax. Now, if I give wrong syntax, my compiler will tell me, boss, you have done something wrong here. So if you don't know the syntax, also not a problem. But you should know how to use it. That means when to use forward slash, when not to use forward slash. So a simple do statement syntax is do and do. A simple syntax for do statement is do n times. Do n times and do. That's it. So whatever you are giving inside this will execute n number of times. Okay. Now we have one more statement called as while. While some condition is true, while some condition is true, repeat the process. And while, so wherever you are having fixed number of iterations, do 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, like this we'll use do statement. Condition based. Until the condition is true, do this process. So while is also one type of loop. Now let's see this. So I'm copying program number 13. I'm copying program number 13, which is a calculator, to program number 15. Copy, copy. Change. Now, now I am removing this do statement. I'm removing this do statement. I am writing a while statement. While v underscore count less than p underscore till. So here earlier I'm giving number of times, I'm removing it and said I kept a condition. And then the end do will be replaced with end while. End while. Now for the first time when I declare a variable, what it will have?
0.
Is 0. The user is entering 12 in this. The user is entering 12 in this. Is 0 less than 12?
Yes, sir.
Yes. True.
It will true. It will multiply. After the first loop, again it will come here and say, because we are incrementing the value here, for the second loop it will be 1. 1 less than 12,
Yes, sir.
it will execute. 2 less than 12, it will execute. 3 less than 12, it will execute. 4 less than 12, it will execute. But once at some point, this will become 12. Is 12 less than 12?
No.
No,
No.
It will
sir.
fail.
No, sir.
If it fails, it comes out.
11
So,
times.
in a while statement, not 11 times, 12 times. First time 0, the count is
Yes.
starting from 0, right?
0. Yes, sir.
0 to 11, how many times?
Times.
So
No.
12 times
13
it will
times.
execute. 12 times it will execute. 13th time it will fail. 0 to 11. Up till 11. 11 less than 12 it will execute. But 12 less than 12. So when
It
it
will fail.
becomes 12, the condition will fail. So when it is 12, the program will come out. So in a while statement, it will always check with every loop, it will check this condition. Whenever the condition is true, it will execute. Whenever condition fails, it will stop. Whenever the condition fails, it will stop. Check the syntax, activate. If you want to debug, debug. Keep a breakpoint, execute. To table, 12 times, execute. Is 2 less than 12? Count less than 12. Yes, count is less than 12. It will go inside. It will execute. The second time it will execute. Like this, it will execute every time. Once it will become 12. It will fail. It will come out. So if I execute this, after 12, it came out. It stopped. Now I am writing somewhat like this. How many times the program will execute?
Infinite times.
First thing, the program won't go inside. Count value. What is the count value?
0.
Yeah.
Time it
Yeah.
is.
Is 0 greater than 12?
No.
No, yeah. It won't touch
So
the while loop.
how can it execute infinite times? So I already told, don't be in a hurry to answer. So once you come for the interview, it's not a Kaun Banega Karodpati race, fastest finger first. We want the correct answer. Let's take your time. Wait, even though you know the answer, recollect it. Remember, recollect it, wait for some time and tell the answer. Is it correct? Cross check and then answer. Don't be in a hurry. In hurry only people will do the mistake. The developer should have patience. Now the client is telling something. When the client is in the halfway, you will know, okay, the client is expecting so and so thing, but don't interfere him. Wait till he completes and then only answer. Now, many times this will happen when I am doing the interview, when I'm asking a question, when I don't complete the question, people will answer it because they are enthusiasm. Now, immediately in the last 1 second, I will change the question. You answered something. Actually, I want to ask the same question, but you answered it. Wantedly, I will change the question. Now your answer is wrong. I will say you have 10 wrong. This is what we do. So have patience. So in the interview, we'll check your patience also. So don't be in a hurry. Now, how many times program will execute?
False. It will
13.
false.
13 times. Someone said false. Is 0 equal to 12? The user is, I'm assuming that user entered 12 year. I'm assuming user entered 12 year. Is 0 equal to 12?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
False.
Will it go inside?
No.
So whenever we are writing a loop, whenever we are writing a loop, that is whenever we are writing a do statement, we need not worry anything. because we are saying do these many times. But whenever we are using a while statement, we have to write a condition in such a way that at least once it is true. At least once it should be true. If it is true only, it will go inside. Now, at least once it should become false. At least once it should become false. If it is not becoming false, it will never come out. We call that as infinite loop. So we have to handle this condition very carefully. At least once it should be true, at least once it should be false. Then only the loop will come out. So we have to handle while statements very carefully. Now, how many times this program will execute, assuming that user enters 12 here. The user is entering 2 here, the user is entering 12 here. So how many times this loop will execute?
Only one time.
Why? So who
No,
is the
it's
one who is answering?
infinite times, sir. Sorry, infinite times.
But
So we don't
you're
increase the count value.
We are not incrementing counts, sir. We
There
are
is no fail here.
Zero.
So Prashant, you are in the hot seat. You answered wrongly. You will miss the crore rupee. So you are always in a hurry. First you said it will only work one time. So once you come for the interviews, changing the answer. First you tell something, after 2 minutes you tell something. We will assume that okay, this guy is not that much content on the subject. So once we tell the answer, we should not change the answer. So before telling the answer only, we should take time and answer. So now here, for the first time, the value is 0. 0 less than 12, yes, 0 is less than 12. It will go inside. But nowhere we are incrementing the count value. So this count value is always 0. So because it is always 0, the condition is satisfied. Now, as of now, I am removing the breakpoint. So 0 less than 12, 0 less than 12, 0 less than 12, 0 less than 12. Every time 0 is less than 12 only. So when the condition will fail? Well, the condition will fail?
Never.
Never. So the program won't come out. So if I execute
Confine.
2, if I execute 12, execute, the program will keep on running. After half an hour, 1 hour also, the program will keep on running. You will never get the output. So once the condition is true, but it is not becoming false. Because it is not becoming false, it will keep on loop. So see here, you will never get the output. So as of now, I'm stopping it. Stop transaction. So be careful while we are writing a while loop. While we are writing a do loop, you need not worry. But while writing a while loop, if you first time it should be true, then only it will go inside. At least sometime after 10 time or 15 time or 20th time it should fail. If it fails only, the program will come out. So now I am adding 1 to v underscore count. V underscore count. Adding 1 to v underscore count. V underscore count is equal to v underscore count minus 2. What will be the output? What will be the output?
Only one time it's gonna write, sir.
Doing mistake again, mistake again, mistake again. Dry run, observe, dry run, observe. When my program executes for the first time while condition, what will be the value of v underscore count?
1. First time it will run.
While I'm coming to the condition, what will be the value of
Zero,
v
sir.
underscore
Zero.
count?
Yes, 0. It
Zero.
will
0.
after
After
increment
that
it will
only I'm incrementing it. So 0 is less than 12.
Yes, sir. Condition true.
So I'm assuming that I'm giving 12 here. So 0 less than 12, true. It will go inside or not? It will go inside or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now it is incrementing by 1. So now v underscore count is equal to 1. By the time I come here, what it will become? 1 minus 2.
Minus one.
Okay, yeah,
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Now, minus
it's
1 less than
infinite
12.
time. Yes, sir.
Minus 1 less
Yes,
than
sir.
12.
Yes, sir.
So, so every time it will become minus, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Like this, it will go to minus values. If it goes to minus values, always this condition is true only. So ultimately,
Infinite.
infinite loop. This one, minus 1. This one,
Infinite time, sir. Because it's
infinite.
Also, sir,
adding and
0. It will 0. 0.
Plus 2. How many times the loop will run? How many times the loop will run?
2 times.
2 times.
10 times, sir.
10 times.
Yes.
For the
9.
first for
No,
the
no,
first
6
loop,
times.
for the first loop it is 0. Here you are incrementing once, here incrementing twice. So here it will be 1, here it will be 1 plus 2, 3. Yes or no? For the first time, 3. For the first time, 0. When it is 0, the loop will execute once. Now the second loop it will be 3. The next loop it will be 6. The next loop it will be 12. Is 12 less than 12?
No, sir.
How many times the loop will be successful?
3 times.
So how many times this loop will execute?
3 times.
3 times.
So observation and dry run. This is what dry run is. Today I am trying to repeat the dry run once again. Once you have done the dry run, so many people will write the some syntaxes. Somewhere or the other they will do some mistake. Now, if some people will what they will do, they will increment the value here. They are not getting the output. So somewhere else they will write the code. They will forget to delete this, and then they will say, "Sir, I am not getting the correct output." By default, the program won't do any mistake. The machines won't do any mistake. What you are instructing, the same thing it will do. So as a developer, you should know how to instruct them correctly. Now let's assume you have a servant. You have taken 500 rupees and then gave the servant, get me some vegetables. So she went to the shop, bought the vegetables. She bought 500 rupees vegetables. Over. Now you are scolding her. Why you bought 500 rupees vegetables? So she thought that you gave 500, so you are expecting five vegetables. So whatever she want, everything she collected and brought to the house. Now you are scolding. You have not instructed your servant correctly. Again, after few days, again you asked, go and get the vegetables. Now your this person went and bought only one vegetable. Now you are scolding her. Why you bought one vegetable? There are some guests coming in. What is there in your brain? How does the servant know? So my machine, this compiler is my servant. You have to instruct my servant carefully. So to instruct the servant, first you should know the subject. If you don't know the subject, what will happen? If you instruct wrongly, your program will be wrong only. So what instructions you are giving? These are all called as instructions. So instructions nothing but you have to follow these instructions carefully. Try to write an algorithm first. Okay, first I should do this, second I should do this, third I should do this, and then convert the algorithm to a program. Then your program will be 100% success. Programming should be done slow and steadily. We can't learn everything. Many people will do this mistake. Many people in this batch, nearly, I got 6 requests from this batch who said that, sir, I already have a job. I have to join this month. I want videos. With videos, you cannot learn the course. And in 1 month, the next 30 years or 40 years, you have to work in the software. And you can't spend 3 months. Within 1 month, you want to complete the course. Many of your seniors tried and they failed also. We can't learn. The human's brain is not that much sharp and fast. Everyone, only genius people will be learning in one shot. Say Ek Santagre enter. Once they listen, they can understand. But these type of people, out of 1,000 people, only one person will be like that. One time listeners. Once he listen, he can understand. But maximum people are average candidates. Take some time. Give some time to your career. 3 months, 4 months, give some time to career. You will never look back. I am very slow, so I took 1 year. After 1 year, to understand to get a job, I took 1 year. Now, after 1 year, I never look back. Never. Till now, whoever comes to me, now they said that they will come, sir. My program is not working. I never went to their system and saw the program. I just asked them what you have done, explain. Then I will say, okay, in this place you have done a mistake, go and correct it. So many people ask me, sir, how can you, without seeing the program, how can you say that this is wrong? When you are telling me what you have done, I am building my program. I am building the program in my brain. So how this came? In the starting, I used to do the dry run for every program. Dry run. Dry run means trying to write the output for every program on the paper. First 10-20 programs, I used to write down the output on the paper. Then I use my brain as my paper. So whenever you are telling something, whenever I'm writing something, automatically I will build the output in the brain and say, okay, here the program will be wrong. Here the program will be correct. So once you know the mistake, you will know how to correct it. So these type of tips and tracks we will be giving continuous. So once the course is over, if you come regularly without taking any break and practice seriously 3 to 4 hours, then within next sixth month, you will be there in a nice company with a nice package. If you are having a gap, ideally if you have 3 years of gap, lots of opening will be there. Ideal case, 3+ years will have lots and lots of openings. So if you have 3 years of gap, you can easily get placed easily. If you are a fresher, freshers also have openings, but the problem comes here is maximum part of freshers will be filled with campus drives. And moreover, freshers interviews will be at a specific times. Example, now around March to June, the freshers opening will be more, because at that time only the academic year will complete, so the companies will hire freshers at that time more. Remaining time it will be less. So once the course is over, wait for some patience, 1 month, 2 months, definitely you'll get it. If you don't have patience, if you are in a hurry for everything, gone. Many people these days are doing a mistake. They are doing backdoors in the sense they are asking their friends or someone is doing the interview, or they pay 4 lakhs 5 lakhs to someone, they will get a job. Now if you pay me 5 lakhs, I will also manage my HR, I will manage the interviewer, and I will pay them 2 lakhs. I will take 1 lakh and I will place you. How many days your job will be there, I can't give guarantee. 1 month or 2 months your job will be there. After that, if you don't perform, the client will say remove this guy. Your 5 lakhs is gone. Many of your seniors has wasted the money like this only. There are many ways to get a job, but the best and easy way is just practice. Just give some time to yourself. So that's it for me for today. Catch you tomorrow. Thank you. So today's statement today is about do statement and while statement. Thank you.